All right, another Music Gear Monday. I'm Carl Carell. We're back in the lab. We're about to unbox an RX3. Pioneer's latest controller has the same software or firmware as the CDJ 3000s, which we unboxed earlier this month, played around. More videos of that coming up soon. We're just gonna unbox this guy, play around, have some fun, talk about it a little bit more in the comments below. Let's get into it. And as you can see, I already cut this guy open. It's pretty hefty. I'm gonna have to tilt this guy to get it out. Pioneer with their fancy packaging here. Okay, see a power cable here. IEC cable and a standard USB cable. We got some instructions here. And we have the unit itself. Is there anything I forgot? Nope. Let's pull this guy out. Let's get rid of this foam. Okay. It's actually smaller. A lot smaller than I thought it would be with that giant box. And I've played on this before, so I should remember that. But let's get rid of this. Super portable, super, I'm not gonna say light because it's still kind of heavier. And it's all in one. So you have the mixer, you have the two CDJs, and you just plug in and you go, which makes it super, super easy to play off of. Whether or not that is your jam is kind of up to you, but it is super convenient. I have this IEC cable, so I'm just gonna go ahead and plug this guy in, and let's just go ahead and power it on. See where it goes from there. See how it does from there. All right, we're loading up here. All right, so as you can see, we are in the basic layout of the CDJ. We haven't plugged in a USB yet, so it's not gonna show us anything, but let's go ahead and let's plug something in. So I got a couple of sticks here. I don't know what's on them. We're gonna load them up and just see what this interface looks like. Shout out to our sponsors today, Crate Connect Digital Record Pool, providing tons of new music, new releases, hundreds of different genres and chart-topping hits, everything and anything, instrumentals, acapellas, Latin, moombahton, techno, dance hall, even country music. So if you're a DJ and you want to spruce up your music library, this is a great tool to utilize. The price is just right with different options from 30 days, 90 days, and 180 days. With high resolution audio, this is a great option for anybody wanting to expand their DJ library. They even have a clothing shop. This one's my favorite. Make sure to hop on over, check out Crate Connect. I will be putting a link in the description below, which will include a discounted price. So make sure to hop on that while it lasts. This is your overview. So we were looking at the screen earlier. This screen is just like the CDJ 3000s. Your sort view, you're gonna get the waveform, the name of the song, the BPM, and you could change that, how it sorts. You basically hold down this filter, it's gonna show you all the different ways in which you can sort. You have a tag list, so I could basically tag any of these songs and put them on my tag list. And then I go to my tag list, and there's my tag list. So like if I want to play these later, and I could tag them, throw them in my tag list, same sorting way. Playlists is going to show you all the different playlists, so you can just hop into a playlist and play something. Loading it up on deck 1 or deck 2, you have to actually click it down and it loads on deck 1 or deck 2. Your menu function, same thing, is going to give you the way to sort. Source is basically where to get to your USB drive. So depending on which USB drive you have, that's where you get to it. Yeah, and that's pretty much the overview of that. You have down below this little area right here. This is what's gonna show you like your hot cue, beat loop, slip loop, and beat jump area. And just like on the CDJs, it's very similar to the CDJs. This hardware is identical to the way the CDJs function. You have all of your effects, your sweep effects, your main channel effects over here. So this is, I mean, this is literally a 900 mixer. It's literally 2 CDJs and a 900 mixer. For the price of one CDJ, actually it's $500 cheaper than the price of one CDJ. You pretty much get 2 CDJ 3000s and a little 900 mixer. I mean, is the sound quality as good as, you know, a 900 Nexus? That's, you know, a whole nother conversation. I'm not sure what sound cards, you know, they're using in each one of these guys. It's something we'll have to look up. You know, for the price, I would imagine they're doing something that is still really, really great quality. This is a perfect controller for a lot of these little bars, a lot of these little venues that need a backline for a bunch of different DJs, because this works with Serato, this works with Rekordbox, and it works with thumb drives. So anybody that DJs on all three of those platforms can walk up and DJ on it. The majority of DJs out there are using Serato Rekordbox, so this is perfect. You have your waveforms down here, a little search needle so that you can actually search through the track. And basically, like if you look at this size, this is literally on like the CDJ 2000 Nexus. You know, this size screen is pretty much the size screen of most of those CDJs. So it's nice to have that, plus the big waveforms. This X3, we got a tape measure here to measure how big it is. Yeah, 28.5 inches. Width, it's about 15 inches long. It's 3.5 inches tall. The screen side, you're probably looking at 5 inches. It's almost 5 inches tall. So it's a pretty chunky controller, but in the DJ, you know, CDJ platter plus mixer form, this thing is tiny. So yeah, this is pretty much your, you know, overview of what the CDJs look like. I mean, the jog wheels feel great. So that's the overview of the RX3. I'm not gonna get too deep in this because I'll be back giving you like a full review of this guy once I get to play around with it more. But let me know, what do you think of this guy? Is it something you'd use? Is it something you find interesting? If you have any comments or questions about it, leave it in the description below. We'll be back here next week. Peace.